Okay.
We're live.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabi.
And I'm Mike.
And something's trending over here at the Brantford Kia studio. Can you guess what it is, Mike?
Dad jokes. No, it's...
It is the 2024 Hyundai KONA, more specifically in the Preferred with Trend package. So this is an ever so popular trim here in Canada. It incorporates all-wheel drive, which of course we know and love, but thanks to its redesign in 2024, there's a whole brand new array of features that we've never seen before in the Hyundai KONA that I can't wait to talk to you about. I truly think, and this is not sponsored, although I do work for Kia and Hyundai, this is probably the best KONA trim level to buy, in my opinion.
You're right. It's a very popular one with us, and hence why...
It's trending.
Yeah, hence why it is actually trending, especially at our dealership. Tons of people are grabbing KONAs. I see KONAs come in and out daily at this point. This is a test drive unit.
Yes.
And we sold it.
Because we had to.
We had to, right?
Yeah.
So for us, it's a very popular, the 2024 KONA. It was highly anticipated with our, with everybody, our customers. And a lot of people put their orders in early, so that's why we were able to get a lot in and a lot out at the beginning of the year, and that continues. And yeah, it's a great thing that we'd love to shoot and show the world again. Yeah. Because it's popular. The
purpose of today's video is to go through the entire vehicle, showcase some upgrades and some additions to the redesign this year, and talk about why we love this vehicle. If you are considering it, if you're thinking of purchasing one in the next couple months or this year, this will be a great tool to see what you're getting and what it looks like.
Yep, and with the trends package.
Yeah, a full walkthrough without going to the dealership.
Yes.
Which brings us to the points why we do these videos, and trust me, we will get into the walkthrough. Probably around the 3 or 4 minute mark, that's when we'll actually cover the car. But I just want to get something out of the way. So number one, we do these videos every single weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do them for 3 different reasons. Mike, what's the first reason?
Oh, I thought you were going to take the whole thing. The first reason is if you own a Kia or a Hyundai and you want to learn more about your vehicle, or relearn something about your vehicle, this is obviously the channel to be at, with about 2,000 videos, every model trim you can think of. Yep. Yes, you'll get the information you need. Reason number yes. Reason number 2, if you're in the market for a vehicle and you haven't fully considered a Kia or a Hyundai as to whatever competitor vehicles you're looking at, we definitely would like you to consider us. Again, for all the reasons in number 1, you'll get all your information here. We'll help you make your decision. And reason number 3, you've made the decision, you want to buy a Kia or a Hyundai, you live in Canada, in Ontario, why not buy from us? So we've got 2 locations for Hyundai, that's Brantford Hyundai and Owen Sound Hyundai, and obviously we're here at Central Brantford Kia Studio. And we'd be happy to help you guys just, finish off that journey that you hopefully got help from on YouTube watching one of these videos.
All right. And without further ado, we always make you guys wait for the big reveal. Let's get into the car. Yeah. So Mike, I'll have you grab the camera and we'll get to talking.
Sometimes I forget I'm the cameraman.
All right. So again, it's a complete redesign, so everything looks different. One of my favorite things they included for 2024 is this fully dynamic horizon daytime running light. So it's a full LED, it is extremely bright, and of course, very striking. You can tell it's a KONA behind you from ways away now. For our headlights, they are again a full LED unit, so hopefully you'll never have to replace any bulbs ever. LEDs last forever. Extremely bright, very sharp cutoff, and one of my favorite things about this, other than the fact it's an LED and it's very bright, is the fact that this is equipped with high beam assist, meaning that once I turn on my high beams, they'll automatically turn off if it detects another vehicle or if it detects enough ambient light around you, so you don't have to worry about flashing anybody with your brights, unless it's on purpose. All right, in the very center of the grille, I'll have Mike kind of pan in. We have a rectangular plate, and this plate does a lot more than what it looks like it's capable of. This will keep you from a safe distance from the car ahead of you when you have your smart cruise control equipped, and it'll also prevent collisions. Now hear me out. This vehicle is equipped with advanced forward collision avoidance assist, meaning that sensor is always maintaining a safe distance from the car ahead of you, or at least visualizing it. Now, if it senses any sort of obstruction, it could be a car kind of cutting in front of you or the person ahead of you slamming on the brakes, that vehicle will warn you inside to let you know that there is a risk of a collision, and if I as a driver fail to react, or as you as a driver, the vehicle will brake for you. So this works for pedestrians, cyclists, and of course other motorized vehicles. It's a great safety feature, and it's accurate. It's definitely accurate. I know from experience. Again, we'll get a nice good look at the front end. I think it looks phenomenal, a very modern twist to the KONA, which kind of had a bubbly look to it in the past. Now, when it comes to size, the Kona has grown up quite a bit. It's bigger. There's a lot more space both on the outside and the cargo area, or sorry, the inside and the cargo area. So a lot more room for your passengers and for the driver. For our wheels, we have 18-inch alloys. I absolutely love the design. I'll have Mike get a little closer. Check them out. And if you're looking at the Trend package in particular, you will get all-wheel drive. Now, if you are looking for front wheel, that is available on the Kona as well. The molding around the wheel well is plastic, so that is great for Canadian weather. You don't have to worry about scraping ice and salt and just road debris off your wheels and scratching your beautiful paint. Then when it comes to paint, this is Atlas White. It's stunning, and it is our complementary color here for Hyundai. All right, let's check out the back. Make sure I don't get my heel stuck in the grate. All right.
Yeah, that's dangerous. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Oh boy. All right, for the back, the badging, Kona is boldly written across, and it is a flush material, so it's not sticking out too much. The font's beautiful, again, very modern. They did a great job keeping everything cohesive and nice. Another thing I really appreciate them doing is before some of the stickers or badging in the past, it was black while the Hyundai emblem was chrome, and there was just a lot going on. Everything matches. It is very nice. Cleans up the look of the vehicle. And honestly, I've seen these on the road a little bit recently, and I think they look so good. We do have a rear wiper, and that's something that I always have to point out since the Ioniq 5 was released without one. So again, functions normally. You can automatically have it turned on whenever you throw your vehicle into reverse, or you can trigger it yourself. It's up to you. Backup camera is located right underneath here. And then we have our trunk release. This vehicle is not equipped with a power liftgate. If you're curious about that, but it is hydraulic, opens to a nice height, and it's very easy to open and close. In the back, there's a ton of space, so let's take a look. We currently have our rear floorboard dropped to the lower level. However, if you'd like to raise it, it's very easy to do so. You grab the handle, slide it out, and then see this higher track right over there? You'll just easily slide it to that track, and now you have a higher floorboard.
Yeah. You could do it with one hand too if you needed to.
Yes, maybe not me, but most people could. For this cargo cover, it is removable. You just simply unclip it from those toggles there. You can store it underneath your floorboard if you choose to do so, or in your garage, wherever it may be. It's very nice to have for privacy reasons, of course. And then underneath our floorboard, we have a tire mobility kit. I would say there is a bit of space for a spare if you choose to purchase one or get one, which could be great peace of mind for you, especially if you are using this vehicle for major commutes. But it comes with a mobility kit.
I do like how there's that option too. Like you can see the molding for it.
So there's
right?
room for both, essentially. A repair kit comes in handy if you need to get off the road as soon as possible. It's just a quick patch kit, gets you to where you need to go. But in some cases, you will need a real spare, right? If you experience a tire blowout, no patch kit can help with that. All right, for our gas door, it's located on the driver's side, just regular unleaded fuel. And I realize, what Kia Hyundai channel review would it be if we didn't talk about the engine specs? What car review would it be in general? So I'm gonna pop the hood. Mike, I'll meet you at the front. And then we will talk about horsepower, torque, transmission, everything. Have you mentioned the price point?
$32,499 Canadian MSRP.
So you're telling me I can get all these features under 35 grand?
Yeah, that's why I like the Trend
crazy.
package with it. I think you're right. It's the perfect price point for what you get in this vehicle.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So for the engine, this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder MPI engine, no, not GDI. This engine has an emphasis on efficiency, but it still retains a good amount of power. You have 147 horse with 132 pound-feet of torque with a transmission called an IVT. And no, that's not a CVT. It's intelligent variable transmission. It has smoother shifts, that's for sure, or it has smoother transitions. It doesn't get sticky like you would get that rubber band feel on a CVT. And trust me, I have one in my car. I like it. It's responsive. All right, I might just leave that up for now. And we'll move on to the inside of the car. Before I hop in though, there's one thing that it's been bugging me a little bit, but it's a good thing. There's no button on the door handle. Do you remember having your push to start Kia or Hyundai and it had a black button on the handle? You could just push that, unlocks the door for you. It's gone, but you can still do that. So to unlock your vehicle, as long as the key is somewhere on you or in your bag, you're gonna slide your hand behind the door handle. Your vehicle will unlock, it'll give you a chirp sound and a flash of the lights. You open the door up, and then when you want to lock it again, you'll close the door, again, key on you, press that indent there, and it'll lock. All right, Mike, give them a peek. So another thing you get on the Preferred with Trend is the addition of this beautiful artificial leather. So a lot of people hear artificial leather and think, wow, I bet that feels horrible. That is so not fun. This vehicle is an exception. The artificial leather is great material. It feels like the real thing. It looks like the real thing. It heats up nicely when you have your heated seat engaged. And it's a very nice, clean look. Mike, could you tell a difference?
No, listen, 5-6 years ago, okay,
Yeah.
I'll tell the difference. But now, I would not get real leather.
No, it has a very soft and
Yeah.
premium feel. I really do like it. Now for the door, I just want to quickly point out some of the controls. So we have our regular door handles, seen those before. Here are our mirror controls, unlock and lock, doors or window controls. You have express up and down for driver and passenger, and then of course your window child locks if you choose to turn that on. For the seat on the driver, it is manual. I will show you how you can adjust it as I hop in.
Yes, my fingerprints are on that screen, guys.
So as a quick rundown, the things that you get in the Preferred with Trend are the digital key to touch, so those door handles that allow you to kind of slide your hand in or unlock it from your phone. You also get the sunroof, which I'll open in a bit, the leatherette seating, wireless phone charger, and a couple other things that we'll get into in a bit. Right over here, this is your kind of small instrument panel. We have a few controls here. So this is going to adjust the brightness on your gauge cluster or real instrument panel. You can decrease it, increase it. The best part about that is you can do it while you're driving. You don't have to scroll through any menus on your screen. Over here, we have traction control and our downhill braking assist. Your parking brake is electronic. You can trigger it right here and then disengage it. Hood release, and then of course your OBD reader. For your steering wheel, it looks huge, even as in person, so not even on camera. It still looks quite big, however, it is a beautiful steering wheel, very easy to drive with. I hate when steering wheels are hard to drive with, guys, come on. But one of my favorite things about it is the fact that it's leather wrapped and it's heated 2 different levels. So
Yeah.
let me grab the camera.
Oh, sorry, I kind of put this
It's
up.
okay, it's okay.
There we go.
All right, so check this out. We've never seen this before in any Hyundai vehicle. 2 different levels of heat for the steering wheel. I don't know about you, but I feel pretty spoiled. Seriously, a heated steering wheel is probably one of the best comfort features you can have. I would probably take this over heated seats if I had to choose between the two.
Ooh,
But
I don't know.
it's a
about
tough
that.
debate. Like, I hope I never have to get rid of either, but if I had to. Okay, on the left side, this is where we'll find our driver assistance controls. So I mentioned our smart cruise control earlier. In order to turn it on, you're going to turn...
Sorry, I was
Mike's playing around with the gimbal. Okay, right over here we have our button to turn on our cruise control. You'll set your speed with these toggles here, if you can see the plus and the minus. And then this button down below, this button is where things get cool and where they get smart. This is going to be your following distance. So the vehicle is going to go through 4 different presets from closest to furthest, or 4 different car lengths to 1 car length. It'll always keep you at a safe distance, and the best part is if you hit a stop, so stop and go traffic or just a stop at a red light, your car stops. And then it will take you back up to speed again. So it's very intelligent, I will say. This combined with your steering assistance, which is the next button, one right over, it almost feels like a full autopilot or a slight autopilot. You do have to keep your hands on the wheel and it will remind you to do so, but everything else, it does on its own. It's very, very nice. In the very middle, you may notice there's no Hyundai badge, but these 4 dots are Morse code for H. So think about it, the H is still there. Then on the right side, we have our volume, media, and voice command controls. You also get the mode button and the addition of a favorite button that you can preset to do whatever you'd like. I want to quickly talk about, sorry, it's okay, Mike.
You know, I put that up so that I'm not in your face while you're showing the
Thanks.
wheel. Yeah.
Our gauge cluster. So this may look like it's fully digitized, but it's not. The only area you can actually control is where that car is illuminated, and you can do so right over here. So when I give this a push, it's going to cycle me between my different menus, including my lane assist, my tire pressure, with the all-wheel drive torque distribution, our distance to empty, and our trim odometer, and then right back to center. One thing I really like about this is the inclusion of that speed limit warning. So it's going to let you know what the speed limit of the road you're on, your typical odometer, temperature outside, and then what safety systems are active. So when I turn on my steering assistance, you'll see I'll get a new icon right over there. The gauges, you can play around with the theme. So right now they're the nice teal color, but you can do yellow, you can do mixed match colors, whatever you prefer. And I think they look really nice, very, very fun and futuristic. Yeah. All right, Mike, do you want to join me on the passenger side? You didn't say yes.
Yes, I do.
All right.
What if I said no?
I say that's fine. That's the end of today's video, I guess. All right, so again, for the passenger seat, it's that same quality synthetic leather material, 4 dots along the center pattern in the very center area, and 3 different levels of heat for both the driver and passenger. Come on in, Mike. I'm done yapping for now. All right. Oh, gotta adjust my seat.
Oh, it's cold in here.
Yeah, it's really cold. Thankfully for me, Mike didn't have the heated seats on when he brought it over here. So
well, you said
freezing.
you'd rather have the wheel heated, so.
I guess. I still had to turn that on myself, but whatever. All right, for our screen, this is very different. We've never had this on any Hyundai model before, whether you're looking at a base trim or a top trim, from Palisade to the Venue. This has never been seen before, till now. This is a 12.3-inch display, and the navigation software is completely different. We've never had these screens before. This is called the Connected Car Navigation Cockpit, and it never gets any easier to say. I think it's my 3rd or 4th time filming the Kona. Oh. Anyway, so all of this is refreshed. It's much faster, better processing, all that kind of stuff. But the best part, and you guys, please sit down. We have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
Whoa.
What? And the best part, it gets even better. This map button on your dash area here will take you to the map associated with your phone. So if you use Apple Maps, if you use Waze, if you use Google Maps, it'll take you to that.
I actually just found that out like a couple of days ago, and I was so impressed.
Do you even work for Hyundai?
I just, I've got baby brain, so I forget things that I know already.
Goldfish.
Yeah.
All right, but yes, it's fantastic. And another thing I do love that they included for 2024 is the search function. So you may think, what am I searching for? Is it just places on your GPS? No, you can search for everything. So let's say it's daylight savings time and the time switched, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how to change the time on my car. Let's type daylight savings time, and I hope it's a function. Daylight savings time, oh my gosh.
Boom. Can't make this stuff up, guys.
Yeah, give that a push, and it takes you right to the correct setting area or menu in your settings to adjust your daylight savings time. Now you can do about just anything, really. If you want to connect a new Bluetooth device or you just can't figure something out, type it in there. You'll find it. I love that. It's Google, but in your car. All right. Our start button's right over here. We have a real dial for volume, a home button that quickly takes you right back to your home page on your screen, which looks beautiful. Map search, like I mentioned, as well as media. This will cycle between your different media modes, whether it's Bluetooth, AM radio, FM radio, or an iPod. In the center, we have our hazard button, so flash your lights. Seek and track a favorite that you can preset to do whatever you'd like, and then setup. Setup is where you'll find things like your vehicle safety functions, your date and time, your weather, that kind of thing, if you want to make any changes. So let's get into it. Press setup, it'll take me to our menu, and check this out. I absolutely love the way they redesigned everything. So under vehicle, you'll find your safety under driver assistance. You can go to driver convenience, set your smart cruise controls properties, so if you want it to be near or far, if you want the acceleration to pick up a bit more, how you want it to react, and everything really. You can get into the really nitty gritty stuff when it comes to your safety features, even your forward collision avoidance. If you're not a fan of it, you can shut it off. So there truly isn't, there's no right way to drive your car. You can just make it however you like it, and everyone might have a different opinion, right? So that's quite nice. Digital keys are something I haven't talked too much about on this vehicle, but it has it, and it's, I think, one of our first few Hyundais to actually have this feature. Essentially, you can have the key for your vehicle on your phone, allowing you to unlock it and start it by utilizing your near-field communication on the door handle, and then using the wireless phone charger here. So you drop your phone on there, and it's on. A lot of people were worried about being hacked or having someone steal their car with that. It's not the case. You do have to have access to it. It has to be signed up with all your vehicle's information from when you bought it. And yeah, it's not as easy as it sounds. And to set it up, you do have to have the real key with you as well. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Mike, is there anything you want to point out?
Not that you ever any talked about, but I mean, going back down to here, it's the attention to detail. So people might think this 2 levels, why would I have that? How many times have you said, oh, the steering wheel is getting too hot?
Let me turn it off.
Right,
that
exactly.
Kind of thing, yeah.
And then, ooh, I like to point out this gimbal. And then the other thing I really love about this gimbal is that it's doing not doing what I want. Hold on a second. is this feature. And I know I've said this every single time, but I love how you can switch from, from data transfer just to regular charge, because it's slower, right? When you have and if I just want to charge my phone, I'm on 1%, like, ooh, I need quick charge, but.
And I'm glad you mentioned slower, because now it's a USB-C and not a USB.
Yeah.
Meaning that it's going to be faster regardless.
Which is great.
To the right of that, you still have an additional USB-C. So your passenger can charge. If you guys forgot a cable, that's okay. There's a wireless phone charger right here. On your gear area, we have a drive mode select. So this is this toggle. It's going to be a little bit hard to film, but I can lift it up or I can drop it down, and it's going to cycle me between 3 different drive modes: normal, sport, and snow. Now, normal and sport are going to provide quite a different feel. Sport mode is going to prioritize acceleration. It'll stiffen up your steering, and it's going to be a little bit more fun, but it will consume a bit more fuel. Normal mode is just a nice, easy drive, good, fuel efficient, that kind of thing. And then snow mode will adapt the all-wheel drive system to perform best in snowy or icy conditions, which we get here. It's not that bad this year for sure, at least in Brantford, but it gets bad sometimes.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah,
now it's going to get bad.
I was thinking about that. I was like, oh. Okay. Auto hold, which is a braking feature. Essentially, it holds you at a complete stop until you hit the gas and then it releases again. Park view camera, give that a push and it'll show you what is behind you. Kind of a crazy view right now because I do have the the lift gate open. But yeah, there's a few different views. There's one that almost acts as like a hitch camera. So if you do put like a bike rack or something on your car and you want to see just how much space you have, it provides a top-down view. And then our heated seat controls for a passenger. The cup holders are pretty funky. We get this cool U design, or kind of maze-like design. Over here is perfect. You can drop a phone in there and it's kind of held tightly. And then our center console isn't really a center console because there's no wall. It's an open center console.
Yes.
But we do have a tray.
This awesome soap tray right here. Yep. It just reminds me of a soap tray.
It's literally a soap tray. I always like to be honest in my videos. I don't know why they did this, but
yeah. Just easy to grab something.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think that was it. It was just ease of access.
Oh yeah, it's definitely easy. You just reach it. But seriously, it's interesting. Over here we do have this beautiful shelf. I like using it for sunglasses. Of course, grab them when you leave your car. And then we have our glove box right underneath.
Bam.
Check it out. The interior lighting of the vehicle, it is LED, so it's not too impressive when we film during the day, but at nighttime these LEDs are quite bright.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see everything. Everything's nicely lit up. We'll check out the back seats, see how much room we've got and how much it's improved since last year. All right, so I have reclined my seat quite far back. It's comfy. The seats are really cold right now, so that's why I'm like
freezing.
It's so yeah, it's not snowy right now in Canada, but it's icy cold, which I think is arguably worse. I'd rather have snow than extreme cold. But lots of knee space for sure. Underneath the seat there is a ton of height. And then when it comes to headroom, I'm happy in just about every car in the headroom department, but there is a lot. So it actually kind of convexes upwards to provide more headroom for taller passengers. The seats themselves have a nice recline on them, so I'm not overly straight. Yeah. I can kind of lean into it and I'm comfortable. The middle seat, if it's not in use, you can drop this down and it's a cup holder armrest, again with that beautiful artificial leather material. Everything feels very premium, like I mentioned. And then the back of the center console does have 2 USB-Cs and a pocket. So if you are charging a rear passenger's phone, they can drop their phone right over there, or they can utilize this mesh net pocket on the back of the passenger side. Again, more LED lights. That's about it for the back. See any questions? Let's answer some questions, Mike.
Yeah, for sure. And if you have a friend with a lot of hair product in, make them sit in the middle and don't take the plastic off when you buy it.
Wait, do I have a lot of hair product?
No, I'm just saying in general.
I'm like, have I done that before?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Just close.
This car is still a little bit icy. You can see some ice on there.
It's really cold.
Yes.
And I've been trying. Yeah, I know. That was one of the ones where when you open the hood, I'm like, there's something I forgot. But hey, guys, we're giving you the real deal experience. Mm-hmm. And it's, we have sun now. We haven't had sun in 2 weeks. Yeah. And with the sun came negative negative temperatures.
Dale Johnson, I always laugh when I hear this. Or Josephson, sorry, said for your gerbil. Yeah, that the cup holders, how it's kind of like a maze.
Yeah, it's like a little maze. Or if you're trying to find something, it's a game. You're like, where is that? And then you're running your hand in the maze. I'm with you. I kind of like something enclosed, but I do see the advantage of just having it open so you could toss something there. But I like to hide my receipts in there, so it's, you know, if I owned one, I would have to find a different spot.
There's Pat. Kona award-winning design and awards. Yes, it's awesome.
It is. You know what? It's very different. So like when I'm driving this around, without fail, at gas stations or wherever I am, someone will say, "What car is that?" I say it's a Hyundai. They get surprised. They always think it's electric. No matter what model you have, people think like, "Oh, is that a new electric car?"
Yeah.
So I think it's just a mindset of a very futuristic feel for the vehicle, and I do love everything you mentioned. Right?
I do think the simplicity of it is quite nice.
Yes.
There's some cars that they do things simple, but it's boring.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to name names, but snooze fest.
Yeah.
But this vehicle, it still has so much character. It's still fun.
Yeah.
You look at that and you're like, whoa, what is that? Every time I've seen it on the road, even though I know it's a Kona, I'm like, oh my gosh, they put out a new Hyundai?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, it's definitely one that you know, like, even though I see these every day,
Yeah,
right? But
you
I
work
still
there.
double look one when I see it on the road because it's just so different. It looks so different.
K-Man asked if this is mid-sized or compact. This is considered compact. I would consider it, compact crossover, small SUV, but it's definitely on the smaller side.
Yep. It's a foot bigger than the last year's model. So off the redesign, they made it a foot bigger. I think it was more to obviously get in line with its class.
I do think that foot makes quite the difference. Now, before the Kona used to go up ahead to the Kia Seltos, and I would say the Kia Seltos had a lot of advantages. It was much bigger, it was much more SUV-like, there was more usable cargo space. But now, they're really close. There's still some wins for the Seltos, there's some wins for the Kona. You really have to drive them both to figure out which one's best. Now, for us, we definitely have to do a side-by-side comparison of both vehicles.
That, yeah.
So
do you
hopefully,
have any Seltos right now?
We do.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, definitely. if you have, my brother had a Seltos, so I've had a Seltos and the older version of the Kona in my driveway, and they don't look like they're in the same class. But when I brought a new Kona, and coincidentally both in the driveway, they did look like they were in the same class at this point. I think for anybody choosing between the two, what I think personally, for me at least, it would just be a question of what design do I like better, exterior-wise, right?
Mike, I had someone ask what the MSRP is for the vehicle. Do you remember?
$32,499 Canadian.
Ooh. Let's see. Hi, and love for Pat. I'll let him know. When are you getting an EV3 in? So the EV3 is still considered a compact, a concept. So not anytime soon. Now, with that being said, we will be at the auto show next month, and I wonder if they
It's
will.
next month already?
It's February.
Oh, time is
I can't believe it's
flying.
January. I can't believe it's not September. I don't know what day it is. Okay, anyway.
I can't believe the auto show is next month.
Yeah, so we will have, we will have some more Kia content, and maybe there'll be some concepts. I just saw, is that Mike's ride outside? He looks like a truck dude.
No.
So that is not Mike's ride, but I would love to show you that. All right, and if Tim is watching this.
It's missing a lip.
Yeah. All right. So we have our salt truck right over there, which we haven't really had to use yet because there's no snow outside. And that is Tim's truck. It's missing a nose, so it has a little bit of an overbite right now. You can see there's no rear or bottom bumper. But yeah, check
It'll
that
be
out.
seeing the cosmetic surgeon to get its new nose back soon.
So he got into a little bit of a fender bender. Someone hit him. I think he hit somebody, but
So
yeah.
everybody knows, obviously, with new cars now, you know, there's a process. You don't just pick the one off the lot. You have to order it. You have wait time. So the one thing I want to mention about the Kona, I did mention it was a hot car, especially in our dealership. I did mention a lot of people, it's just been very popular. But here's a crazy thing. So most models of this, for us to order it, guess how long it'll take, Abby? I think last time we were saying like
2 months.
2 to 3 weeks.
What?
Yes. So it's going, right? So
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that just tells you just the popularity of the Kona and just the anticipation and the ordering. 2 to 3 weeks. you can get it in a new Kona.
Hot, no, it's snow, lol.
So if you're in this channel for reason number 2, because you're comparing it to a competitor vehicle, you can get this one a lot sooner.
I will say, I saw a question, I can't find it anymore, but they said, why are you guys filming a Hyundai if it says Kia on the sign?
Oh, that's a good question.
We film every single one of our videos at our Brantford Kia location, which is a Kia dealership. That's where I work every single day. And it's our only Kia store in our group. Now, we also have 2 Hyundai stores, and every Tuesday and Thursday, we grab a Hyundai from Brantford Hyundai. It's about 10 minutes down the road, and that's where Mike works.
Yeah, and I'm going to give the answer that I'm going to give is that we actually, if you see some of our videos previous to this one, I mean, the last 2 have had the Kia sign, but we actually put up a Hyundai sign when we shoot it. The Hyundai sign, we just have to get someone into
It keeps falling
Yeah,
down.
it keeps falling. We have to get someone to fix it. Fairly heavy. I kind of caught it mid-air. Wasn't a good feeling afterwards. So just to be safe, I know I want to see the Hyundai sign up there too as well, being from Hyundai. But I want to be safe and just make sure, you know, we get that secured properly before we start putting it back on.
I'm gonna go up to the top. MG asked if it's rated for towing. It is not here in Canada. Doesn't the cover store behind the rear seat? You could totally do that as well. You could store it wherever.
So Mark asked a good, I wonder why not use the faux leather for the steering wheel too. My educated guess would just be like just the high volume of pressure and touch on that steering wheel, right? So leather, obviously, you know, the tightness of it, the way it's wrapped around it too, and just generally the feel and durability to, you know, a bare hand is what I think too as well. That doesn't compromise faux leather's quality in the seats. I think they don't crack as fast and so on and so forth. Yeah, just a high traffic touch area. Leather will wrap tighter, you know, and so on and so forth. That's just my guess, knowing the difference between the two. It's not actually a fact.
Okay, there's a lot of strange questions.
No privacy in center console. Yeah, I think I agree with that too as well.
Yeah, the center console is the one thing I do not like about the redesign, but I think everything else they knocked out of the park. It looks phenomenal. Drives great too. So the noise, vibration, harshness. Oh, it's been too long. Harshness has definitely improved. This vehicle is quiet on the road and it is smooth, very, very smooth. Keep up the good work. Love the content. Thank you so much.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. David Bucknell, your dad has a 1984 Pony? That's amazing.
Oh, if you're in Canada, please bring it by. We would love to film it one day.
Please
Canada,
sell it
Ontario.
Please sell it to us.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, we would love. I really. I mean, we're actually looking to see if someone comes in with a pony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to put that in the showroom, reconditioned, looking like new. Fun fact about the pony, and we learned this at the auto show last year.
Yeah.
Speaking of the auto show, is that the N70. So the pony.
The DeLorean was inspired by the pony.
Was inspired by the pony.
Yes.
So the Envision 74, the Hyundai hydrogen sports car.
Everyone thinks it was inspired by the DeLorean, but it
No,
was inspired by the pony,
pony.
which inspired the DeLorean.
Yeah, John DeLorean.
Whoa.
He copycatted us.
Yeah.
So.
All right, now with that being said, you guys, we got into a little bit of Hyundai history. We did a full walkthrough of the Kona and everything the Preferred with Trend level has to offer. We want to know if any of your questions have not been answered in today's video, please leave them down below because we love checking out what you guys have to say. If you have any ideas for future videos, also please tell us. We always check out our comments, we see them. Mike, is there anything you want to add?
Lots of great cars coming in soon. Yes. I don't want to give timelines on dates, but
I think we should just say, at the end of the day, we are a real YouTube channel,
yes.
but we also have 3 real dealerships. They are very real, and we actually sell cars both on the Kia and Hyundai side. If you're ever in the market for anything Kia or Hyundai related, don't hesitate to reach out, and we'd love to help you.
Exactly, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Guys,
Yes.
we go back and we take a look at the comments, and we'd be happy to answer them. I know you guys ask questions while we're filming and talking, and sometimes, you know, they kind of get buried and we don't get a chance to answer them. Just bring them back up to our attention. We'd be happy to answer them.
And one more thing I will add, if you watched today's video and you liked it, or maybe if you just learned something, or if you're not a fan of the glove box, give this video a like. It's how we Get our videos out there. It's how we grow our business because our marketing budget is 0.
Yeah, and exactly. More likes, it's a great thing for us. It makes
More
us
content
happy.
coming.
Yes, more content coming, more likes. Perfect.
All right. I think that's it for today's video.
We do the like sign? Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do the like sign.
All right. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.